Hey everybody, Asher here, back with even more Starsector, where we are continuing about where we left off. The Persian fleet has sort of engaged us, invaded us a little bit. Tri-tach is going to be here in 26 days. Their expedition is outmatched and their forces are evenly matched. It's likely to be defeated in orbit. We may want to be around for that. I could potentially try to stave it off here, because one thing I've been thinking about doing is taking a commission with the Persian League, because quite frankly, if we look at our intel real quick, not commission with Persian League, with tri-tachyon, we're welcoming to them. They don't have any allies, they don't have any enemies, but like the Persian League, we were doing okay with them, and then we kind of tried to do some smuggling in their system, and then we kind of batted back against two of their expeditions. And I apologize for having something in my throat here. The hegemony, kind of the same thing. We were doing well, and then we pushed back against two expeditions that tried to come for us. So we were doing really good with our relationships, and our trading has kind of fallen by the wayside. So we're going to stop trying to piss off people by making a profit, and we're going to do this a different way now. We're going to be bounty hunters. Now, there are some not great bounties through here. I mean, this one's a pretty nice bounty with some ships. That might be an interesting fight, but it's only 12 days, so we're not going to be able to do that there. This one may be a little bit closer. Like I said, I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of a buffer and a little bit of cash. We have a pirate base that's actually in the middle of the system in Durzak that'll help us rebuild with the Persian League a little bit. I'm not quite ready to try and take out their colonies to try and get a pristine nanoforge yet, but I think we're doing okay. We have a pirate base over here in Tia that we may not be able to get to in time. We have a pirate base over here that we probably would be able to get to in time. Oh yeah, 156 days. And then on top of all that, with everything else that's going on, we still have a... oh, gosh, apparently I just have everything in my throat today. We have a researcher that we need to return here after kind of doing an extraction. We have a Doom blueprint that I still want to get. And then we also want to get up to finding out, oh my gosh, the derelict recovery. So I can't fly all the way out here right now, but I'm not necessarily going to take everything as well. Let's go back into orbit here. We're going to parse down our fleet just a little bit here. I'm going to take my two troop transports just to have them. I don't need to take 5 battleships, though, I don't think. So let's go ahead and store you. Let's go ahead and store the Astral as well. We'll take the Brilliant. Maybe what I do here is I take one Conquest, I take these 3, and I take some of the cruisers. It kind of takes the pressure off just a little bit on needing all of this crew and everything. Maybe I even ditch one of the Dominators, and we just let our people be able to fly here. Yeah, if we go with no carrier strats at all, that could be a little bit of a problem, but hey, this is fine. We're just going to go a little bit lightweight here. We still have some firepower. I want to see what the Radiant's going to do. By the way, I did mention last episode that I was wondering what was really going on with my Radiant build. I figured out what was going on here a little bit off the camera, at least for what I was intending as well. This video is being recorded pretty much just after my last one, so I haven't seen any feedback from you all yet. But by all means, let me know. Advanced armor is actually still really good. But one thing that we are going to need to do here is we can go to the Alpha Core, and one thing that was holding the Alpha Core back a little bit is doing a full integration. We see right here that the skill that I'm missing is Systems Expertise, which is amazing on this dude, or AI. So I'm going to use my last story point just for that. That's another reason I want to bounty hunt, is that it's a good way to get some experience here. So we're going to see hopefully a big uptick in murdering things. And apparently I'm just going to have phlegm for a while, so really sorry about that. But like I said, we're going to be bounty hunters today. It's going to be a bit of a different journey here. But let's go ahead. Let's store 2,000 crew. Seems fine. We're going to keep our Marines, because since I am going to be knocking on some pirate base doors, I really want to be able to actually take advantage of that. Let's take some supplies, just because I feel like we're going to need them, and they're a decent price here. I think 700, I think that's just fine. If we fill up on fuel, that's pretty good as well. We're going to get dinged a little bit, but the goal here is twofold. The goal is to really try and gain some gain some experience here. You see, we're taking a slightly lighter fleet, so we can actually do everything here. Actually, all of our ships, we only have 253 deployment points here. So when I went back and changed, I've actually still have the config file to allow 700 max on the deployment. That's once again a conscious choice. Have read a little bit about it since this point. I can't remember if I made this point in the last video or not, but yeah, the way the game has sort of changed here in the 95A update is that it really wants to be very much a game that prioritizes taking frigates a little bit more. And don't get me wrong, there's absolutely nothing wrong with taking a bunch of frigates over here in the space. I think it's a very interesting balance change, even if it's not always what I would necessarily field in the past. It's definitely a different way to play. But, oh, orbital works is done, so we can actually do a little bit more construction here. I don't think we can get anything else from... Oh, especially if we do a pulse here, so... Consider ship recovery. Nope. We lost some stuff here, so that debris field was good. We have the other Persian task force getting mopped up, so we'll let our orbital groups do this here. But we're just going to get some fights, because one thing I want to do is to take some fights, get some... I have so much bonus experience in the bank. You see that? 40 million bonus experience. I need to take some fights and cash that in. So that's one of my thinkings here. And we will hopefully be back in time to say hello to tri-tach. My goal actually is if I can get a a commission with tri-tach, then maybe they'll stop bugging me. I mean, okay, first off, let's make sure we're going to the right bounty here. Quilted Quicker Picker Upper, we have to have our usual product placement here that I'm getting no money for. The base serves as a staging place. We know it's an Alpha Moran, but we don't know much beyond that. This is really loud in my ears, by the way, so I'm going to have to stop here real quick and just turn down my headphones. Volume's fine on OBS. I apologize to any of you who maybe are looking here and saying, wow, my microphone's actually going a little crazy. I'm just going to go ahead and actually turn that down ever so slightly, just because I have gotten a few words about that in the past. So hopefully my volume is not too bad. It all depends on how enthusiastic I am when I'm recording. Let me actually go check something else real quick, and I hate doing this in the middle of recording, but yeah, our gain's fine. I just want to make sure I'm not going too crazy. Okay, so there's a pirate base here. We know this for a fact. Let's see if we can beat the thing. Okay, looks like we have a pirate fleet over here. So makeshift sensor array. There's a pirate fleet that's going to maintain contact with my fleet. I could maintain contact with it real quick. Yeah, let's move into engage. All right. So who are we going to take? We don't necessarily need to take everybody just yet, but I didn't actually pack a lot of ships. So we're gonna bring these guys. We're gonna leave our Conquest and our Dominator on the bench just a little bit. And how do we want to do the buddy system here today? Remnant's just going to kind of fly on its own. We're going to have you follow... Oh, no. We're going to have you follow you. Let's delete that point. We're going to have the Falcon follow you. And hopefully these ships will be enough. Like I said, we have an integrated AI here that's already incredibly aggressive. All right, just a little bit of damage here. So we're going to let the Radiant lead the way. And we have a bunch of sensor points that we're actually going to be bypassing here. That could work in our favor, but it might not. We'll see how this goes. And this fight isn't even for a bounty. This fight is just because we're trying to clean up some things now so that the fights against the pirates later go by. But look at how fast that Radiant is just engaging and already firing a bunch of missiles and just taking on a bunch of crap here. So I kind of want you to hit higher priority targets, but nothing is really that big. So let's see if you can delete the Falcon. What's really interesting here is that the AI is actually listening to me. It's like, it's not just going completely rogue. It's like, okay, I will turn towards this target now. Now it's going to turn back. It's fine. It's, oh, look, a kitty. Let's shoot it. All right, so we have our other really aggressive AI here as well, going up against a Falcon. We might be able to make this work in a minute. We have a Venture as well. And just do a drive-by missiling here. All right. Yeah, that was good. So that's a dead falcon. Yeah, pirates don't mess with us too much. Now, I have heard some people say as well that maybe I shouldn't be running my shields nearly as hard on my Legion because we're supposed to be having a lot of armor and everything, and that's probably true to an extent. We can take a lot of hits, but I don't want my weapon mounts to get hit either, so let's see. You're currently getting blasted. Like I said, this should be just a really, really simple fight. Should be. Would be helpful if I could actually get my missiles to do their thing here, but I didn't. I got a little impatient. Alright, so here comes the Radiant again. But yeah, like we have no flux problems. Okay. Probably a waste of missiles, but it's the end of the fight anyway. Alright, so look at this. The thing about the AI firing those rockets there is that those don't have tracking. I kind of want to get a little bit closer, fire those, and maybe having the AI fire something with tracking a little more would be better. I'm actually going to let this tiny frigate get my backside here, because it just got taken out. Alright. Okay, so this should be, if I hit the right button here, should be it. And I didn't hit the right button in time, and I actually whiffed on the missiles because I missed that a little bit. So, fleet's defeated, claim victory, okay. Just some drams. We'll let them go. We got better shit to do. Ship recovery, no thank you. Alright, so continue, pick through the wreckage. We got enough supplies to repair all this shit, so that's good. And we got a sensor array that I am going to break for salvage. So if we can piss off any pirates here, that's all the better. Looks like we have a sensor contact up here. I'm pretty sure it's the pirate base. Alright, so we're going to go up here. There's another fleet that's pursuing my fleet. Really? Really? Okay. We're going to move in to engage. Continue. The Radiant is actually a little low on combat readiness right now, but this is exactly why we take some shifts here. Alright, so Radiant out. Dominator and Conquest N. So we want to go. I like this pairing. I like this pairing. I like this pairing. Let's go. So the thing is that I'm going to have to be taking out a pirate base eventually. But I am trying to fly a little bit lighter. We don't need to take everybody and their mother here to the grocery store. But these guys are clearly trying to live and survive on the pirate way of life. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to farm a little bit of experience. Let's zoom out because that's what you all watching at home want. We have some beacons and relays and things that we can get for reinforcing, but I'm just going to carry on over here. Now, one of the unfortunate side effects of this is that I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen with my ability to raid the pirates or park on the pirates. We'll see. But there's our conquest. Doing conquest things. There's our apogee doing apogee things. Like I said, I feel good about this engagement. Because we have a lot of crap going for us. I am outrunning my support though, so I gotta watch that just a little bit. Wouldn't want to Darkest Dungeon myself and do some overconfidence play here. So there's fire the missiles. You're not quite dead, but you're close. Alright. Let's see if my fighters can take that out, and then I'll call them back. There we go. Z button to call back and take out. That's fine. So we got a bunch of little ships here. We need our turrets to actually turn here. Okay, so that's decent. We need to replace our bombers a little bit too. But yeah, these ships that you guys are flying in with have very different speeds. So that's a problem. Can we actually get it before the shields go up? No, and actually manage to dodge as well. That sucks a little bit. Alright. But yeah, like I said, we're bounty hunters now, so we're just gonna do what bounty hunters do, and apparently that means stupidly vent while there's a missile flying in my face from an enforcer. So here's some big ships. We can kind of let everybody else clean up a little bit. We're kind of just letting the AI do its thing right now. And probably fire a volley here. Just to make you feel like you're involved and important. And we have a few bombers coming our way. I actually have some flux problems right now. Alright, let's back it up here a little bit. Let our point defense do its thing. Let that flux go down. Let our support kind of get up here. We have command points. We might as well use them. So you fly up here. What the fuck are you doing? Pardon the language. You go up here. You go up here. Sounds good. Like, some of the best fights I've had so far in this save is where I take a little bit more command on my command. So, let's see if we can get these missiles to possibly take this guy out. Would be nice. Okay, so there's the Conquest doing Conquest things up there. Like I said, it feels a little silly taking on these kind of fleets with this kind of, with these kind of gunboats, but the idea, at least in theory, is that we're going to be doing multiple engagements here. So we're going to need to kind of rest, regroup, get you all over here. We really just want to send a message to pirates and say, you know what, you're the bad guys, not me. And we want to send a message to the other factions that says, you know what, maybe you can trust us. Maybe you shouldn't be invading us so much because we could be your very best friends if you just stop being jerks about it. Okay. High Moon having some problems. That's fine. Could probably missile you out, but I think you're about to go anyway. Alright, so did we win? No, we don't win. Alright. So we may want to take a R&R break here in just a second. Let's go ahead and get that kill as well. Claim victory. Alright. So we're going to let them go too. Alright, so we got additional experience. Consider ship recovery. Once again, that's a big NAH. Pick through the wreckage. We got a few more supplies, which is nice. Double tap. We got a little more. So if we look over here, total supplies to finish repairs. This is why I got some extras. So we need to make sure the combat readiness is up before we take on the pirate base, which looks like, oh, that's another fleet. It's pursuing my fleet. There's the pirate base that is probably pretty simple here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to E-burn to the right because I just want to get some repairs, see if I can get them to chase me, and then I will loop back around. So we lost them in the nebula just a little bit. Got two pirate fleets. So they're still kind of on us a little bit. Like I said, I just want to get some repairs. Oh, good. We actually rope-a-doped them. So they ran away from here. We have a few extra... Oh, we're over fuel capacity. That's going to be a little bit of a problem. But see, we just took a little bit of time. We got some repairs. Now we can just crack open this pirate base for some excellent money. It'll take many months before the commotion dies down. Well, in that case, let's launch a raid real quick. 77 versus 390 because I have experienced Marines. Marines on board. We can take supplies. Supplies seems pretty good. Ship equipment seems also good. Fuel, obviously, we don't need. Recreational drugs might be fine. I mean, I kind of like having supplies here. We could go for ship equipment, but I have a lot of ship equipment. Let's do this. It's fine. So, select available fuel space -2. Launch the raid. Lost 23 Marines, but we reduced their stability, which is fine. We got some supplies, which is fine. And now, if we look at the colony info here, I mean, they're doing okay. They have a military base. They have an orbital station. They are seriously trying their best. Let's destroy them. All right. So 1, 2, 3. Let's just bring everybody. This is why we packed light, I guess. All right. So, Brilliant's going to go on its own. Brilliant is at 45 combat readiness, so that's fine. We're going to put the Eagle on you this time. Put you over here. Dominator over here is fine. Let's fly. Should just be the orbital station and nothing else. Like, I didn't want to fight another bunch of, like, Atlas missile cruisers. Oh, we just popped open an asteroid. So here's all of our friends just flying around. Once again, pirate bases. We did lose to a pirate base before. I am trying to fly a little bit lighter here, so this is me kind of hedging and saying, you know what, I have some very strong ships. I have some very strong builds. Let's make this happen. So 1, 2, 3. Maybe the one thing that I'm missing right now that I've had some really good use for before is having a bunch of fighters or carriers on here right now, but we're just gonna see what we can do. We're just gonna kind of sit at range, try to focus fire this one thing here. There we go. All right. That's how you crack open a pirate base. All right. So that's down. This should be down soon as well. Are they even going to have a chance to rotate at this point? Maybe not. The Radiant obviously doing Radiant things here. Yeah, this is why I guess it has 1 star. Alright. Not long for this world. Cool. Easy money. So the pirates already hate us. That's cool. We just blew up your base. And we get a little bit of experience, a little bit of money here. And begin salvage as well. Cool. So how do we get out of here? There's another pirate fleet kind of over here. I have enough supplies. Let's just transverse jump. Don't always want to do this, but we need to burn our fuel. Okay, so what's next? We've improved our relationship with the hegemony by 10. Congratulations. We hate you, but we don't hate you enough, I guess. Bounties. 31 days for actual frigate fighting. That's one thing. Persian League. 22 days to get a pirate in the Zagan star system. Oh, wait. Oh, pirates have been targeting Zagan. And their base is somewhere in Duzek. 19 days to get there. 17 days flying at this speed. Let's speed up that math a little bit, and we can burn some of this fuel as well. Seems good. Repairs going well. We have a derelict ship over there. Like Reddit says, it could have a it could have all kinds of goodies in here. It could have a Paragon blueprint, but we don't know for sure. All right, 7 days. Let's take the bump here. Oh, tri-tach. You've arrived. Okay. You know what? We're gonna see if our defenses can handle it. This is exactly why we improve Jing a little bit. I've got other shit I got to do, and maybe I can get a commission with tri-tach here in a little bit, and not have to deal with this shit anymore. All right, or at least from one less. All right, so where are we looking for? Dazak, 13 days. Seems fine. We don't know where the pirate base is just yet, but this system is not super huge. We're here a little bit closer. The base serves as a staging area. You have not discovered the exact location. Might as well take this gravity well, because there's not too many places to go. How's our system repairs looking? Okay, High Moon, still a little bit unhappy. But if we fire with everyone else, should be fine. So, pirates, where are you at? That's a base. That's a fleet. That's another fleet. Okay, we lost some monthly expenses here. How many days do we have? 10 days. I don't really want to spend 10 days going here, so let's go ahead. Consider our military options. We'd have to take on all these guys right now, so maybe I should do this here. Oh, go to the man with the paper book and see what he wants. Okay, this is the same. I've talked to this guy before, but unfortunately, we don't have a story point for it. We actually need 4 story points for a combat drone replicator. Okay, that's fine. Trade goods. You know, we could always sell to you all these metals that we don't need. That's fine. Transplutonics that we don't need. Recreational drugs. We don't have a comm relay in here, so let's dump our inventory. Let's see if we can chase off these fleets a little bit. Because right now they're just trying to live. You're still preparing for patrol duty, are you? Okay, they're running. Okay, so they're all going here. Pirate Corsair with allies? Yeah, we're getting the small fleet here. We're totally going to engage. All right. Everybody but my favorite blasty apogee, I guess. Should be fine. Like I said, bounty hunters, we're just trying to live in the straight and narrow now. All right, we'll have our Eagle follow you. We'll have the more aggressive pilot follow you. And we'll see how this goes. So there should be a pirate station up here. And we got a lot of things to shoot. So there's no way this could possibly go wrong. Because it's just a bunch of tiny ships. I just wanted to kind of avoid that big patrol fleet. So there's one asteroid hanging on us here. There's the pirate base. It's tiny. And we just sold our metals to it, so that's fun. Here's a bunch of tiny frigates with it. Man, how far we have come in this game. I mean, I've been playing for a bunch of hours, so it's no surprise. That's kind of the joy of Starsector, is that things change, things happen. Conquest, don't run. Get in there. Get in there. And the Radiant, I don't know why you're running. Get in there. Alright, so we got a bunch of lasers incoming. Should be able to missile this down pretty hard, though. Alright, so that's one down. Hypervelocity driver, not bad. We get one more volley of missiles here before it turns its side to us. Not really. Okay, that didn't work out like I wanted it to at all. Cool, so station's down. We have a pirate falcon coming our way. So if we can just kind of turn these down just a little bit, would be nice. Second set of missiles. There we go. So look at that. Conquest just doing double duty, taking out ships. Our AI core apparently loves the slaughter. So let's see what we... Okay, we actually didn't take out this part of the station, but we're really close. Really, really close. Alright, as long as we can keep the shields down, that should be fine. But see, look, bounties! We're legitimate people that don't want to cause no trouble. Please trust us. We're not coming for your base later. Alright. So we have a few flux issues. We have base exploding behind me issues. But we win. I'm just going to claim victory now. Alright, we lost 4 crew. Pursue them. This is fine. Okay, so we actually defeated most of them. Ship recovery. We can get a Falcon back, lasting damage. I kind of like that ship. Let's grab it. We have plenty of supplies to make this grab. So recover here, pick through the wreckage. Pretty good. Can we do... No, we can't do a second here. They're hostile. They're pursuing us. If we transverse jump, will we die? Is one of my questions. Okay. We can engage. I could use a story point to try and disengage, but I don't really want to. So transverse jump apparently is not a get out of jail free card. That's fine. Okay, so Radiant this time is at 31 combat readiness, which means it is going to be a little glitchy, but I'd rather have most hands on deck here. 31 for the High Moon, that's fine. Let's see how this goes. Like I said, none of these ships are like super threatening. We are going to buddy system this time though, and kind of have you hang with you. And we'll have you hang over here as well. Cool. So Radiant's going to have some malfunctions here due to low combat readiness. Not a lot we can do. Like, we got a little lucky being able to take out those pirates without getting all of these people involved. So I'd rather take 2 fights to 1. Alright, so they've gone beacon hunting. It's apparently a very widespread map. But I don't really care about the beacons because I'm just trying to do like pure scalpel noises here. We actually want you kind of go up here. So we'll see if we can get everybody to group up over here. Because we're bigger. If we make a big ball of death, then they shouldn't be able to take us out. But if we split off onto 4 corners of the map, we're playing right into the pirates' hands. Okay, so first up. Yeah, enemies afoot. Death before surrender is destroyed. Well, yeah, I guess that's one way to play it. Let's zoom in real quick on my Legion just so you can see it. Look, it's the same Legion you've seen for a while here. So we have a Radiant that's taken a few hits, but is fighting back. Let's get in the scrum here real quick. We have some command points. What are the biggest threats at this point? Probably you. Probably you. And Apogee, let's put you on you, so that's fine. Okay, so Colossus is dead. Long live Colossus. Let's get you fired on. So our point defense is hopefully going to do good here. Wow, I did not want to fire my missiles on that. That was actually kind of a big misclick. Alright. So, I accidentally hit R. Just a little bit of a problem. Still should be able to take you out in just a second. So yeah, the thing is that these quality of ships are just not very good. So I can take out all these guys in multiple fights. It's not the biggest, sexiest space battles in the world. Not that like any space battle's technically attractive or anything, but let's go ahead and engage here. We got a few more rebuilds. We're just firing all the cannons at this point. There we go. Get that flux damage going. We'll fire the missiles. Hopefully we can get it just in time. There we go. We have not won yet, because we have ships going all over the place. Let's take out this heron. Buddy system time. There's a heron. We like herons. Let's kill it. Alright, so look at this. It's nice when the Radiant's on your side. That's for sure. So, we did a demonstration before where a Radiant can take on a conquest and take it out in a big hurry here. Look at this. This guy should not be too long for this world now, because we have the Tachyon Lance, we have the other lasers here as well. Let's just see if we can catch up. Get the kill steal. Missiles firing. Yeah, we didn't need to do that. Okay, so we win. Everybody's dying. So these pirates are trying their best. Okay, so that's me being held in reserve. I was like, there's not too much to it here, but we can recover. Nothing very exciting. Okay, so more supplies is good. Double tap. Not a lot to it, but we have destroyed the pirate menace here. So where's our exit? Our exit's up here. So there's some bounties. Look, we've improved our relationship. We are back in the positive with the Persian League. Maybe. So we're going to see if tri-tach is... You know what? I kind of want to knock on tri-tach's door right now. We're not too far. Let's go to Tribacina. I think that's the word for it. And see if we can get a commission. Because surely we have done enough work. We've turned in enough AI cores. And we need enough repairs. Plus, they'll have mad respect for us because we took a remnant ship and said, you know what, this is ours now. So we're of the same mind on using AI to our advantage as well. What's not to like? I mean, maybe there's some ethical concerns, but every faction in this game has ethical concerns. All right, so I guess one thing that I don't exactly know about in this game is, okay, drug procurement failed. Whoops. Is that if I am subject of an expedition while flying over here and trying to form a, get a commission with tri-tach, let's repair all of our ships first. Dockside bar, flashy dressed woman, for 10,000 credits. What kind of interest is it? I know location of a perdition wing blueprint. That could be okay, but it's not very exciting here. So, chat with the tough-looking wearing a powered armor undersuit. And he wants us to give us information for a Drover D light carrier. No thanks. Alright, so first off, trade goods. We have a lot of stuff we can buy, a lot of stuff we can sell. We could potentially lose out on being drug runners again. Umbra, still with some pretty high demands. The nice thing about these guys is that all this stuff is legal to trade. But since we're all the way over here real quick, and we only have 400 submarines, I really should buy submarines. Let's do the first thing first. Open the comm relay. Let's talk to the station commander here. And we don't have any AI cores, but I'd like to be commissioned by tri-tachyon. Yes, your resume is impressive. One human capital department has been watching you, or our human capital department. Now understand that signing this commission contract with tri-tachyon and associate subsidiary incorporations is a serious commitment. You'll be able to resign your commission anytime without financial penalty. Generous terms indeed, in my opinion. Were you to do so, that would mean you would be, how do we put it, thrown to the sharks. Competition of the company is fierce, my friend, and if you withdraw from the legal protection, then we can't be responsible for what happens. So is that a threat? It's kind of a threat. They're hostile to the Ludic Church, Ludic Path, and Pirates. You'll receive 95,000 monthly stipend, as well as a modest bounty for destroying enemy ships. Well, we already fight pirates anyway. So let's accept. That's good. Relationship with the Ludic Church is now unhappy. That's fine. We weren't really friends with them anyway. So, now that we're here... Are they... I wonder if they're going to call off that expedition or not, is one of my questions here. Do I try drug running in Asconia again? Maybe not. But we do have a decent price here. Maybe, maybe not. We could go to Echo Brits. You know what? Screw it. I keep thinking of, let's do trading. We're not doing trading today. Oh, it's illegal to sell. It's even illegal to sell to Tri-Tach. That's hilarious. Let's look at our intel here. We're bounty hunters now, right? We were bounty hunters. We might be bounty hunters again. We have a bounty up here that expires in 10 days. We have a Ludic Church bounty. We have a Ludic Church bounty down here. You know what? I've been putting this off for a little while. Tri-tachyon commission, monthly stipend is fine. Derelict probes up here. Where's my accepted button? Here's my accepted button. Let's get this Doom. Like, we can make it all the way over here, right? Like, this is just stuff that I've been putting off for a little bit. By the way, how am I doing on fuel? I'm doing fine on fuel. I'm not even going to worry about selling these on, like, the closed market at this point. Gilead, unfortunately, has a pretty high need for these, but we don't. So let's go ahead and just get rid of all but 100. We're going to sell it on the open market, too, because you guys are my best friends now, right? All right, so by the way, now that we're here, our net income, we lost a little bit from stockpiles. We should get more from our commission. So let's go over to this place. And we're not even going to take the fringe jump point. We're just going to fly down here. We got a few repairs. I'm actually a little lower on supplies than I expected. Oh! What? The expedition force was defeated. Well, that's fantastic. Somehow we still lose reputation because what's a commission for anyway? But yeah, I think at this time we get the Doom, and then maybe we actually head north. I know I said I didn't want to do it before. I smell a rat in that one recovery story mission, but you know what? Better to take like a tiny fleet and maybe lose it, and I have a bunch of stuff in backup. That's why I keep picking up Conquest and all of those destroyed ships from other fleets and expeditions, is that if things go south, I want to be able to have a backup plan. But kind of, oh, of course, we get hit anyway. Cool. You know what? I should have actually recovered the rover on high and gone ahead and equipped it with just kind of what I have. There's a Ludic Path that's hostile with us. Hostilities ended with the Ludic Church. Look at this. We're now inhospitable with the Ludic Church. So this is more of like the next Rillian thing that I'm used to, where your reputations flip all the time with everybody because of AI shenanigans that you have no control over. So let's do it this way. I could have backed another direction, but this is fine. Alright, so we're just flying up here. And weird sounds, that's okay. Once again, get hit by one of those hyperspace storms actually hits the Radiant, which is terrible. Because hopefully we don't have to deal with anything up here. Now, these are star systems that I did visit before. So there's going to be, like, not a ton of surprises. Ludic Church is coming after us now. So let's see here. Oh, we actually haven't explored this one. Let's take a look at this new update here. Ludic Church going for Jing in 93 days. Their forces are superior. Their ground forces are superior. Well, of course it's superior to Jing. They should be coming in 97 days. I don't think we can avert this. I'm not going to use a story point for it. I have no connections. So this would be a good excuse for me to fly up here, and then head back home. Seems like a decent plan. Also, oh my god, is this a red beacon sector? No, it's just yellow. Alright, so... what am I looking for? Perdition Wing, where's my Doom? Where's my Doom at? There we go. Historian is giving you a location valuable item inside a derelict ship located some distance away from the center of the star. So we know how that works out, especially when a fringe jump point is kind of right here. But fortunately, we have a nav buoy that we can claim. That's nice. We have an arid world that we can survey. That's nice. We actually have a lot of stuff here. Okay, that's pretty good. Claim it and bring it online. We're going to leave here. And we have a few sensor pings. That's probably what I'm looking for. Orbital habitat. Good stuff. Explore. I'm going to give it a minute. Since there's automated defenses here. Perform a survey. This is fine. Oh, wrong button. Perform a survey. Gee. Has it been this long since I've done surveys? Maybe. Alright. So, moderate ore deposits. Abundant rare ores. Poor farmland. Scattered ruins. That's a class 5 system. So that's good. We actually don't have a lot of supplies right now, which is a little bit problematic. So begin salvage. Transbotonics, that's pretty good. Alright, so we're not going to establish a colony. We don't have the means to establish a colony. Let's see what's over here. And we have a derelict ship. No, we have another debris field over here. As told before, save these debris fields until you need them. I feel like I need them today. So we got a, oh my god, we got a whole ship graveyard over here. I bet this is where my stuff is. Alright, so look at this. Wolf, Hyperion, Hyperion, Advanced Gunship, Dram, Mercury, Shepherd. If we can salvage the Hyperion for not a story point, I'm probably going to take it. Alright, so Buffalo. Oh, what? Okay, you're patrolling. Are you really going to keep me from looking at this? Alright, well, Wolf class. Okay, well, that's a little silly. I guess now we have to kill you. Alright, move into engage. Deploy. Really don't need to be sending 3 in here, but once again, because I'm not actually piloting anything, there's got to be a way to like view here. Transfer command, show video feed. That's what we want. All right. So this won't take long. Look at that. Lumen's dead. Claim victory. All right, so consider ship recovery. We have a Lumen available for recovery without anything here. I did say before I wanted Lumens. Lumens are not the only good kind of ship from the fleets here, though. So Wolf, Explorer, we're not going to recover that. Begin salvage. And it apparently... Oh, well, duh. It has a Doom-class blueprint. Apparently my dog's very upset by that. We knew that from our historian. I'm really dumb. Okay, so either my dog's trying to fight male. I'm not going to spend a story point to recover a Hyperion. I'm going to need to check on my dog real quick, which is silly, but that's fine. What are you fighting today? Are you literally barking at nothing? You're literally barking at nothing. That's awesome. All right. Okay, so I'll make some viewers cry again by salvaging another Hyperion, but I have bigger and better things to use for story points. Dram class, salvage. Over here, you guys are all dormant. Colossus, salvage crews find a transmitter inside, but it doesn't lead to much of anything. Actually get some pretty decent supplies here. Buffalo, we're not going to recover. Although Buffaloes are good, and that actually had a lot of really good shit in it. Hammerhead, we can recover that for nothing. but I'm not. I could, but I could build those at home just as well. Alright, so a little bit of a ship graveyard here, but it's fine. We actually got another level 7 person. Okay, we have an exploration fleet up here. I'm not sure what that is, and you guys are intercepting my fleets. Huh. That is fascinating. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm actually going to go ahead and call it an episode here because I've got to check on something else since my dog was going a little crazy and I'm just looking at the time. So we got our Doom, which is good. I can't believe I forgot here what we were going to do. I would still love to go up here and do this, but my supplies are a little bit low. Maybe these guys will be able to donate some supplies to me. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. This is Asher. Like the video if you liked it. We have a Doom now that we can potentially learn. Go back. Might as well learn it now. Yay! Learned it. But thanks for watching. We'll do this again soon. Like the video if you liked it. There's other words I got to say, but I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.